Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Solar Tech. Your Sky Broadband router should come in a box like this. And don't panic, it's not as humongous as you are seeing it on the screen. You can easily carry it with one hand. And as you can see, I've already stripped it on the side here to speed up this unboxing experience. And once you pull the top off like that, you'll be met with these two boxes. And I suspect the one on the left will have the plug and any other cables, and this larger one will have the router inside. And as you can see there, it says you can connect to the things that you love. So if you've got PlayStation, YouTube, camera, etc. These were the two boxes that were inside the brown box. And just before we proceed any further, just want to make you aware that when you receive your box, it will be sealed. I purposely unsealed mine for two reasons. Firstly, I wanted to speed up this video, and secondly, and as you see shortly, the router has some personal information on the back, such as obviously the Wi-Fi code and PIN and so forth. As I said, yours will be sealed, so do not panic. Okay, let's get into each of these boxes and see what we have inside. So let's start off with the smaller of the two boxes. So see, yep, the Sky Broadband there. So you've got the message on there and here, as I showed earlier on the bigger box. So just connect to the things that you love. And one of the things I really like about Sky is they're always thinking of the environment. So here, Sky Ocean Rescue, so 100% single-use plastic free. These are all the contents that were inside the smaller box. So let's start from left to right. So here we've got what looks like an instruction manual. So it states there. Let's get your Sky Broadband hub up and running. Okay, so look at it here. And what I like about this instruction manual is that it is pictorial. So it should be pretty straightforward to follow. Okay, same on the other side. And one thing I did note is that the instruction manual only comes in English. So if English is your second, third, fourth language, you may need to get someone who does speak English to help you. So it shouldn't be an issue. Okay, so just some other paraphernalia there. Then you've got this cable here. Look at that, it tells you it's the grey cable, and this is the black cable. Obviously it will tell you in the instruction manual where they should go, and then also you've got the main plug to go into the power unit. And what you can't detect on camera is that this is really light, and again it's got this blue parts at the end. And that's the other thing to note, is that if you notice, they are color coded. So really shouldn't go wrong. So I'm sure in the instruction manual it will say where the black cable should go, and insert that into the appropriate part of the router. And so now it's time to see what's in the main box. And here we are. It's the Sky router itself. Yeah, so you've got the Sky logo, and at the bottom there you've got some writing there. So it says power, internet, Wi-Fi and voice. On the reverse you have the following. So as I mentioned earlier, that's the personal information that's hidden there, and at the bottom you have all the necessary ports that the cables should go in. So it really should be simple to set up. On the top left hand side and bottom of the router, there is nothing at all. However, if we turn over, and on the right hand side of the router we have this button. This is the WPS button, and it is designed to make the process of connecting to a secure wireless network from a computer or other devices easier. In terms of connections, let's start with the grey cable, which has the purple end at one end and the other end goes straight into the phone port. And if you have a double port, the instructions may be slightly different. It will tell you in your instruction manual. Okay, next, moving along, the white cable that goes into the other end of the phone handset. And last but not least, we have the black cable, which has the blue end, and the other end just goes straight into the power supply. I knew right away when I was connected to the Sky Broadband because I received the following message on my laptop as I tried to log in. And in addition, you can download the My Sky app, view the bill, you can test the broadband connection. My Sky Broadband hub is up and running as indicated by the 4 LED indicator status lights. Let's have a quick look at the back. Setup was really easy, super easy. It really was. Again, everything's color coded, so you shouldn't have an issue. Right, that's done. When I set up the broadband hub, I had an issue, and the issue was that 2 of these lights were not on. It's the internet and the voice. And the reason for that is because this grey cable here, what I did was initially I had this plugged into the socket there, and then I put the grey cable in this bottom part where it says phone, and that's what caused the 2 lights to remain off. But once I removed the grey cable and put it straight into the phone socket here, see, got all 4 lights and there's not been an issue. The other thing to note, it's not a major issue, is say for example you plug it all in, and if you have Sky television in addition to this Sky Broadband, on your television it will tell you that you are not connected. So what you need to do, so to make sure it's connected to the hub, you will need to turn the device over like so, and you will need to hold down the WPS button for 3 seconds. It will tell you this on your television screen. I held mine down for I think about 10 seconds, and then the light will stay on for about 30 seconds and then it will disappear, and you'll see it looking just as it is now. Then once you do that, go back to your television screen and you will be connected. Setting up the Sky router took only a matter of minutes and I was up and running in no time. And just for the record, I chose the Sky Superfast option. However, if you've chosen the fiber optic option, it's more than likely it will come with an additional piece of equipment, which either you can install or Sky will send an engineer out to install it for you. One thing I decided to do was to download the My Sky app, and within the app I went into the broadband section because I wanted to test how effective the broadband is. As you can see, it tells me the Wi-Fi looks good, and then if I scroll up, you should see the hub itself. Here's my hub, and then it tells me that I've got 14 devices connected to it. Again, that ranges from smartphones, smart speakers, etc. And again, there's been no issues to report. Then if I just move it along there, it tells me the Wi-Fi signal is good, hub Wi-Fi is on, data transfer speed, and the hub performance has been good. So again, no issues to report. Well, that was the Sky Broadband hub, which is really easy to set up. One other thing to note is that you may be given an activation date and time, so do stick to it. Other than that, that pretty much wraps it up for this episode. My name is Shola. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another episode. Peace.